Genesis chapter 42, verses 1 to 38. I am reading in the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible. Verse 1. When Jacob learned that there was grain in Egypt, he said to his sons, "Why do you keep looking at one another?" Verse 2. "I have heard," he said, "that there is a grain in Egypt. Go down and buy grain for us there, that we may live and not die." Verse 3. So 10 of Joseph's brothers went down to buy grain in Egypt. Verse 4. But Jacob did not send Joseph's brother Benjamin with his brothers, for he feared that harm might come to him. Verse 5. Thus the sons of Israel were among the other people who came to buy grain, for the famine had reached the land of Canaan. Verse 6. Now Joseph was governor over the land. It was he who sold to all people of the land. And Joseph's brother came and bowed themselves before him with their faces to the ground. Verse 7. When Joseph saw his brothers, he recognized them, but he treated them like strangers and spoke harshly to them. "Where do you come from?" he said. He said, "From the land of Canaan to buy food." Verse 8. Although Joseph had recognized his brothers, they did not recognize him. Verse 9. Joseph also remembered the dreams that he had dreamed about them. He said to them, "You are spies. You have come to see the nakedness of the land." Verse 10. They said to him, "No, my lord, your servants have come to buy food." Verse 11. "We are all sons of one man. We are honest men. Servants have never been spies." Verse 12. But he said to them, "No, you have come to see the nakedness of the land." Verse 13. He said, "We, your servants, are 12 brothers, sons of certain man in the land of Canaan. The youngest, however, is now with our father, and one is no more." Verse 14. But Joseph said to them, "It is just as I have said to you, you are spies. Here is how you shall be tested. As Pharaoh lives, you shall not leave this place unless your youngest brother comes here." Verse 16. Let one of you go and bring your brother, while the rest of you remain in prison, in order that your words may be tested, whether there is truth in you, or else, as Pharaoh lives, surely you are spies. Verse 17. And he put them all together in prison for three days. Verse 18. On the third day, Joseph said to them, "Do this and you will live, for I fear God." Verse 19. If you are honest men, let one of your brothers stay here where you are imprisoned. The rest of you shall go and carry grain for the famine of your households. Verse 20. And bring your youngest brother to me, thus your words will be verified, and you shall not die. And he agreed to do so. Verse 21. They said to one another, "Alas, we are paying the penalty for what we did to our brother. We saw his anguish when he pleaded with us, but we would not listen. That is why this anguish has come upon us." Verse 22. Then Reuben answered them, "Did I not tell you not to wrong the boy? But you would not listen. So now there comes reckoning for his blood." Verse 23. They did not know that Joseph understood them, since he spoke with them through an interpreter. Verse 24. He turned away from them and went. Then he returned and spoke to them. And he picked out Simeon and had him bound before their eyes. Verse 25. Joseph then gave orders to fill their bags with grain, to return every man's money to his sack, and to give them provisions for their journey, and this was done for them. Verse 26. They loaded their donkeys with their grain and departed. Verse 27. When one of them opened his sack to give his donkey fodder at the lodging place, he saw his money at the top of the sack. Verse 28. He said to his brothers, "My money has been put back. Here it is in my sack." At this they lost heart and turned trembling to one another, saying, What is this that God has done to us? Verse 29, when they came to their father Jacob in the land of Canaan, they told him that all had happened to them, saying, verse 30, the man, the Lord of the land, spoke harshly to us and charged us with spying on the land. Verse 31, but we said to him, we are honest men, we are not spies. Verse 32, we are 12 brothers, sons of our father. One is no more, and the youngest is now with one father in the land of Canaan. Verse 33, then the man, the Lord of the land, said to us, by this I shall know that you are honest men. Leave one of your brothers with me. Take again for the famine. Take grain for the famine of your household and go your way. Verse 34, bring your youngest brother to me, and I shall know that you are not spies, but honest men. Then I will release your brother to you, and you may trade in the land. Verse 35, and they were emptying their sacks. There in each one's sack was his bag of money. When they and their father saw their bundles of money, they were dismayed. And verse 36, and their father Jacob said to them, I am the one you have bereaved of the children. Joseph is no more, and Simeon is no more, and now you have taken Benjamin. All this has happened to me. Verse 37, and Reuben said to his father, you may kill my two sons if I do not bring him back to you. Put him in my hands, and I will bring him back to you. Verse 38, but he said, my son shall not go down with you, for his brother is dead, and he alone is left. If harm should come to him on the journey that you are to make, you would bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to Sheol. Genesis chapter 42, verses 1 to 38. I'm reading the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible.